And with that, we're off to the races. For those who may not know me, my name is Cupo Joe. I am a part-time streamer, part-time a lot of things that I can't discuss, and I make music as well. The game is going to be loud in just a second. There it is. This volume is temporary as it's only loud on the main menu for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but that is what it is. Tonight's game is Coffee Noir, and as such, I have prepared a piping hot pot of decaf. Don't ever drink caffeine this late, kids. Ah. And a crab tried to sneak its way up my leg. That's fun. Huh. That's not bad, actually. The brand is Dunkin' Donuts Decaf. I normally drink, like, Maxwell House. I tried that for a while, but all it did was dry me out. It didn't really, like, do anything good for me. Like, decaf, it's supposed to be an alternative, yeah? But the way I do decaf is I try to drink it for the taste. Or I drink any coffee for the taste, really. Speaking of taste, there's no accounting for decent taste when it comes to the design of this game. Is that a compliment? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a story-based business sim. It's the best way I can describe it. But I have honestly, this is one of the few games where we're going in completely blind. I have no idea what to expect. I don't like that the music off the bat is really loud, but we'll get through this, get through the cutscene, and then everything will be back to normal, rest assured. Oh boy. Alright. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, let me just make sure everything is decent. Got it. Okay, it's about to get loud. There. Oh goodness, that bass. That upright bass. Hey, swing it, Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's get through this. Alright. We are on normal mode, by the way. Had to make a profile before I started the testing. At the beginning of the 20th century, for unexplained reasons, world's coffee consumption increased 20 times. This phenomenon, known as coffee mania, reached its peak in 1940s and caused a...
The world of 2021 is ruled by coffee, and Neo-London goes crazy for it.
2021? Alright.
They say that in this job only two cases matter. The one that breaks you, and the one that makes you a real cop.
Ooh, my mouse is shifting and everything.
I'm Arthur Oliver, and I'm a private investigator, but I used to be a cop here in Neo-London.
Pleasure to meet you, Arthur. You want to step closer to that microphone?
I quit 10 years ago. I failed. I hoped I'd never come back here. I read about Richard Kersey's disappearance in the papers on a train journey. Coffee tycoon vanishes. The front page headline of the Neo-London Espresso screamed.
Oh boy. That's not good, not in this day and age.
For many, Kersey was a wealthy celebrity buffoon, pure envy. They lost contracts and profits to him. They even lost their reputations as he dragged competitors through the courts.
Yikes, so I'm guessing this is one of his competitors right there.
And me? I lost a lot more to him. Catherine, my beloved, and his wife.
Wow.
10 years ago, Richard was involved in a spot of bother. He had a debt. Unfortunately for him, it was Kath who received the demands for payment.
Oh.
Percy happened to be abroad at the time, totally out of reach. She got scared and tried sorting it out herself. In cash. She asked me for help.
I hope you can actually read the text because I know it's rather tiny given my layout. But, I mean, you can hear the gentleman, right?
Couldn't do it in my official capacity, but I took my gun and set up a sting. It ended tragically.
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
A few days ago, Henry called, Richard's old brother. He sounded down, just like me.
No, you know what? This is quiet. I'm gonna boost it just for this cutscene.
Okay, I know all about it, Arthur. Quit the force, you're still tormented by Kath's murder. Listen, Richard's daughter doesn't have to know anything about you two, nor Richard. But I'm begging you, help me find him. I'll give you a flat to live in, some cash, and a cover story that you're a salesman. Just come, please.
Here we go again. How's these games know I'm a good salesman? Won't say what, but let's just say I know my way around people.
So I'm in Neo-London again. Business with Catherine broke me. So maybe the case with Richard will be the one to make me a real cop again.
Well, one can only wonder. But I gotta ask, Arthur. Are you actually here with official authority, or are you just kind of moonlighting? Wouldn't be the first time I've done something illegal.
Richard's disappearance was big news. There was speculation about mafia involvement, either Italian or Yakuza. I think there might be something in that.
Oh boy.
Little Clarabelle, Richard and Kath's daughter. The last time I saw her was at her mother's funeral. I wanted to comfort her. Now it looks like it's her who wants to comfort me.
Sorry, kid. I'm a protagonist. I don't have feelings.
She's so like her mother, especially her eyes. Can't forget watching the life draining out of Catherine's eyes.
My friend, you are haunted. You are very haunted.
On the way to the hotel, Clarabelle told me her father might have been kidnapped by an angry competitor. It's a possibility. Percy did all sorts of weird deals with even weirder people. Maybe one of them had enough of Richard's caprices. Over the phone, Clarabelle confirmed what Henry had promised. There was a flat...
Hold on. Nope. Okay, whatever.
Fair enough. Let it be. If that's what the investigation demands, I'll become the best damn salesperson in Neo-London.
Amen.
I'll help Clarabelle with her business. I'll find Richard. I'll find your killer, Kath. I won't let you down twice.
I have a very particular set of skills. All right. In Neo-London itself, there are hundreds of coffee roasting plants, coffee providers, and companies that specialize in developing new products from manufactured coffee. Some still have access to Coffeeum, a drug based on coffee. It's available only to the richest who know where to find it. Oh god, how many? Oh, that's a lot. Nope, we're not going to read that. There we go. Oh, that's out loud. There.
Thank you again for agreeing to work on this case in such unusual circumstances. As I mentioned during our last meeting, Uncle Henry and I suspect that one of my father's business partners must be involved in his disappearance, or at least knows something about it. We believe it would be best to work
could you
undercover
talk
and
over
meet
the
them offering a
band?
delivery contract.
Should I maybe tell him to shut up?
It's also better that a private investigation will remain as a secret. Check out the instructions I've left you, and look around in your office. After that, meet me at my cafe. See you soon. Clarabelle Kersey.
Okay. If you can't read any of that, and if you didn't hear any of that, the gist of it is she knows something, and it would be best if this private investigation remained a secret. We're gonna meet her at the cafe once we've got settled in. Alright. Yeah, just give me a sec. Hold on.
world of 2021 is ruled by coffee, and Neo-London goes crazy for it. The world...
That should be fine. Welcome to your office. This place is the command center of your company and the investigation you are conducting. From the office view, you can jump to all game sections and have a preview of the main results, such as cash, costs, and revenue. That's tiny text even for me. Here you will find the main financial results this week. When you hover over a given result, you'll see its explanation. This information gives you an overview of your business situations. Give me a sec. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, continuing onward. In this menu, you have access to the main sections of the company, the last report, and tutorial. You can always minimize this menu. You can also go to the main sections of the company by clicking on the elements of the office, if it's more convenient for you. You can check this list of required tasks on the board. During the gameplay, new tasks may appear on it. Click to view the list. Your first task is to meet Clarabelle and sign a business contract. Click here to open the sales section. Ooh. In this section, you'll find information about available customers interested in your company's offer. There are also suspects in your investigation. In each chapter of the story, you will find other customers here. Your goal is to meet with every customer and sign a coffee supply contract. Thanks to this, you will not only get funds to support your business, but you'll also get clues in your investigation. Clarabelle Kersey is the first customer interested in our offer. Each customer reports demand for a specific brand of coffee with a certain level of quality. To be able to attend a meeting, you must start producing coffee that customer wants to buy. To be with a client, additional conditions must be met, as listed below. As listed above. Classic standard. Since all conditions are met, the interview with Clarabelle was arranged and serves as an introduction. You can go to the meeting now. Clarabelle Kersey, Coffee, Bloomsbury. She is a student and works in the family cafe, Coffee. She wanted to earn some money of her own and help conduct a business. Clarabelle is modest, sensitive, and a warm-hearted dreamer. Sometimes she has her head in the clouds, which was the reason she was laughed at by her peers. Her excessive trust and gullibility are some of her biggest flaws. Her inexhaustible faith in people is a little puzzling, since she went through tragic death of her mother, Catherine Kersey, and after her father, Richard Kersey, went missing. She's trying to do everything to find them. Interesting. So, despite all the tragedy, she's still lighthearted and easygoing. That doesn't add up. That sounds like a front to me, but then again, I'm more of a paranoid kind of person myself. Tutorial, business meetings. Much of the in-game conversations are business meetings where you offer your company product and negotiate the price. An interview with Clarabelle Kersey will help you better understand your tasks and summarize the collected information. Choose from available phrases to start a conversation. Introduce yourself and compliment on her cafe's decor. Always a good way to get on somebody's good side is to say, you know what you're doing.
Hello, Miss Clarabelle. The cafe looks great. Really bright, cozy, homely.
Hello. Thanks. The decor was my father's work. He was very careful to create a friendly atmosphere. Please don't call me miss.
Oh.
Sorry, it's your hairstyle. You look so young, I couldn't help myself. But fine. First names only.
Great.
What?
Let's get down to business.
Well, okay. And once again, everything is off in terms of the volume.
The world of 2021 is ruled by coffee, and Neo-London.
There. Ask about Clarabelle's childhood following her mother's death. Oh, this can only go over well.
I want to ask about your childhood. I know there are painful memories, but it's important for the case.
All right. I've had time to get some distance on it. How can I help?
Let's see.
Tell me, how you coped after your mother's death.
This is important.
Well, not too well. Dad hated talking about it. He worked a lot, went away a lot. And me? I remember lying there, crying. Mr. Pensy was with me. He took my temperature, brought me cups of tea. I was alone.
Any friends? School psychologist?
Okay.
I had this one friend, Amy. She came to cheer me up a couple of times, but I think I wore her out. I was incredibly shy as a child. The school psychologist sent me to a psychiatrist for medication. I was supposed to go there with an adult, but it never happened.
Interesting.
Why? Something changed? Something got better?
Yeah, you could say it was thanks to Mr. Van Haven.
To whom?
Hold on, I'll write this down. Who was it?
Ooh, good acting.
Joseph Van Haven, Dad's friend from college. He and his wife Amanda offered to take care of me, together with his housekeeper. I was to sleep at my home, spend the day with them, mainly with Mrs. Fink, the housekeeper. Dad immediately agreed.
I
And you?
see.
Did you have any say in it?
I was a bit scared at first, but they were really nice. They were like my family. They still are.
Thanks, Clarabelle. That's a lot of help. Can you give me a contact number for Van Haven and Fink? I'd like to ask them a few questions.
I feel like I should be writing this down
Sure,
too,
here you go.
but I'm not sure.
Great. Who do you think I should meet first?
Mr. Van Haven. Visit him posing as a sales rep. Sell him some coffee. He's a really nice guy and a good candidate for checking your abilities.
Investigative abilities?
Business and negotiating. Remember that you operate undercover and you must be credible. Only then will investigative skills come in handy.
Oh man, I should have read that coffee book more. Once upon a time, I checked a coffee book out from my local library, and it was full of all sorts of interesting things. Like, I didn't know that there was like specific atmospheres you had to grow coffee beans under, and like the higher it is, the more acidic it is, or it's deep, and the deeper it is, the more earthy it can be. The soil has a lot to do with the taste, apparently. It's very interesting. All right. All right, let's go down the list.
What should I know about Richard's disappearance?
Neither I nor Uncle Henry have a clue what happened to my dad. Have you looked at the materials from the last meeting? Everything I know is in there.
All right. Where can I get knowledge necessary for negotiation?
I'm not sure I'm a negotiator.
I mean, I
How
am,
can I learn?
but
Can it be learned?
Of course. Start with the handbook I gave you. The techniques in there are enough to get you your first clients. They won't be too demanding. After that, well, you know, practice makes perfect.
all right.
Did you have to say that?
Okay, that was
Sorry,
interesting.
I couldn't help myself.
Interesting delivery. All right. Reminder about the plan and what was agreed on last time.
You remember what we agreed yesterday. What do I need to know?
I reckon there's a business connection involved in my dad's disappearance. To find out who, you're going to have to get the London business community to trust you.
The entire business community?
Pretending to be a sales rep, right?
Well, you're really going to become one.
Good
You're going to
grief.
set up meetings, set up deals, and sign contracts. You'll be managing a team, planning budgets. It's the only way to be credible and get closer to the suspects. So, we need to practice sales meetings.
Can't
Very
I
well.
interrogate them the usual way? You know, put a gun to the temples like in the old days?
Oh, whoa,
I don't
whoa,
need
whoa!
to practice that, you know.
Focus, Arthur.
Okay, I was only joking.
Hold on.
the
They're
world.
still
So I'm a
doing
sales
it.
rep, right?
Sales manager. And no, that doesn't mean you can use a gun.
If only. All right, let's talk about running a firm. What exactly will I be doing?
Explain the basics about running a business to me. Better still, as a manager, shouldn't I have a competent deputy? Then I can concentrate on, being a boss, and the deputy makes sure we don't go under.
That's not how it works, buddy.
Last time you said you always worked solo.
Me? Are you thinking of someone else? There are lots of detectives called Oliver.
Take it easy, Arthur. No deputies. We don't have the cash for it. Start by visiting all the departments. You'll learn how to establish the scale of production, audit advertising activity, and plan expenditure, as well as team building and managing people.
This is starting to sound scarier and scarier as
So,
things go on.
I might find a deputy?
Of course, I'm sure you'll pick it all up faster than you imagine. A lot of our processes are automated, so you're not likely to cause any catastrophes.
You're sure good at encouragement. Okay, I'll give it a go.
What part of the U.S. are you from, buddy? I have no friggin' idea. You sound like you're probably just a British man doing an American accent, but I cannot place you. All right, let's talk about meeting with clients.
How do I set up a meeting with a client?
You can't just charge straight at it. First, you have to have a credible business proposition. To prepare that, you need to know what the client needs.
Mm-hmm.
They always want the same. Something cheap and high quality.
Unfortunately true.
More or less, but it's a little more subtle than that. Give this list of Dad's contacts to the people in the management department. They'll set up the first meetings for you and get the clients interested, so you can practice your sales pitch.
So, then I go and see them and close the deal. Is that all?
That's about the half of it. Before meeting them, you have to find out who you're dealing with, so you know how to approach
This sounds like
them.
a Far Cry game now.
Preparation is vital to good negotiating. By assigning specific tasks to employees, you can get interesting information about clients that will be helpful during the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Is there anything in this work that isn't vital?
Sure, a gun license for start.
All right. Oh my god, there's so much to go through.
So, where do we get the coffee from?
I need to learn.
The production department sees to that. Using the console in your office, you decide how much of a given brand to produce in a given week.
This is like
You'll
trying
be
to
starting
relearn
with a
Civ
single
5,
type,
dear
classic
God.
Standard.
Okay, then what?
Later, you can start working on other
think
brands
I,
because different clients have different needs. It's also worth making production more efficient. It's costly and can hold up production, but it pays off in the long term. You have to keep an eye on production costs
Okay,
and warehouse
I'm
levels.
gonna make a call here.
Warehouse.
Are you writing all of this down?
Okay, I think I've got all that.
Good grief, man. You cannot be serious. Interesting. Okay, whatever. Employee management. Dear God in heaven, please. Oh God. Fine. Let's talk
How do I
about
run my
this.
team?
It's like this. In the management board, you assign tasks to groups and how many hours per
right,
week
okay.
they have to complete them. Neglect
Okay, what else?
lead
Acquisition
acquisition
and
and
due
due diligence
diligence.
will allow you to arrange meetings and get valuable information about your clients that will be useful during a business meeting.
Okay, let's say I managed to sell something. But
Oh
then,
my God.
You can also assign
What have I
project
done? Why did I
management
choose this
tasks.
game?
Each production upgrade or marketing campaign is
I
treated
should
as
have
a
I should have
project
done the
that needs to be
tutorial
taken
and
care
then
of.
played this. I
Staff
realized.
training helps develop their competences.
that's just what I wanted to ask about. Where do I get new employees from?
Where do they grow them?
The relevant forms are in the HR department.
We have an HR
We
department?
always have a few candidates for employment waiting.
That's
in the
impressive.
wings.
That's better than most people. Wow. Oh my God. I need more decaf. I'm gonna leave you with this lovely mug staring at you. I'll be right back. Oh, God. What have I gotten myself into here? What have I got myself into? Oh, boy. Right. Let's move on with learning how to be a manager of any sales-related store. I know everything now. Okay. Let's talk about the finance department.
I guess I should also be overseeing the costs and expenses. Where do I find out about that?
Finance. A detailed list of income and expense.
Okay.
What if there's nothing in my account?
Okay.
You can borrow money, but only up to the company's debt limit.
Gotcha.
Clarabelle.
Nope.
Yes, they're all in debt. They're all in debt. They're always owing favors. Let's move on. Marketing.
What if I need to advertise a product?
Advertising campaigns are available from the marketing department. Remember to choose the right campaign type for the specific...
After my first meeting, I might need a campaign like that. Just a little one.
Have more faith, Arthur. We'll do some more negotiating training first.
Okay, I need to adjust myself. Fuck. There we go. We're back to normal. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect this to be HR Training 101. Whatever. Let's move on with our lives. Let's talk about the staff.
Seeing as I'm managing people, I'll have to assess their work and look after them. How do I learn how to do that?
I can only shoot
Everything
people.
about HR matters can be found in metal cabinets. First of all,
Okay.
make sure to motivate your staff. It improves their work levels. Dissatisfied workers...
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Sure, in this same section, you can access lessons on...
Mm-hmm. Managing sales.
I don't really know the London coffee market. In fact, I don't really know any.
Yeah.
In the sales section, look into the computer.
Computer.
You'll find contacts to clients.
Okay.
Let's say I'm feeling well.
Yeah.
Then it's time for a business meeting.
One more thing. Let's say I sign a contract on poor terms. Then
No.
During the meeting, you can always opt out of signing the contract, or simply stop the conversation and leave. If after signing you do not assign employees to service the contract,
Wow.
the client will terminate
That's
the cooperation
rude.
after some time.
I know everything now.
I know everything now.
Yeah, sure you do.
Yes, we have to practice contract negotiating. As it happens, I need a fresh delivery. Let's roleplay the scene where you offer me a contract. Ready?
Oh God, I'm terrible at
Couldn't be
roleplay.
readier. Let's start.
Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's talk about the process real quick. Put the kiddos at home.
What do I need to bear in mind during a meeting with a client?
Their personality, needs, and preferences, which you looked into prior to the meeting.
Right.
Cool. You mentioned client needs.
Yes, every client states their needs for specific brands of coffee. Manage the ongoing production so that you can meet all your clients' needs.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about contracts again.
I don't have a clue about drawing up contracts. What should a contract contain, and what do I need to remember?
Oh, that's simple.
A blood pact.
After the initial conversation, a standard formula contract comes up. Your job is to establish the unit price for the coffee.
Okay.
I'll give you a standard form to look at.
Great.
Please concentrate,
Oh,
Arthur.
come on.
One more thing. Some clients always insist on delivery and insurance, others don't.
Ooh.
Those options can always be negotiated and can earn extra income.
Hey. All right.
Extra income sounds good. I'll bear
A
it in
little
mind.
bit of leverage. I like it. Let's talk.
I think I'm ready. Let's try a negotiation and point out anything I get wrong. And when I recover from that, you can give me some more tips.
Okay, let's begin negotiating.
Remember, Arthur, this is not an interrogation. Okay. No, not... Okay, interesting. Get into the role and talk about the reason for your visit. Get right down to business. Give her a compliment about the aroma in the cafe. Compliments Clarabelle. if she already knows we were coming, but whatever.
Okay. I got
Let's see
this.
how you miserably
Good morning.
embarrass yourself.
I've come about your coffee supplies, namely the classic standard. We can offer competitive terms and, what was next?
Oh, nicely done, idiot.
No, if you start like that, there's no way you'll succeed. You have to be prepared for negotiating and know what to start the conversation with. Improvising is okay too, but it has to be snappy.
I can do snappy.
Great.
You
show me.
idiot. Okay. Let's try a
Good
compliment.
morning. Is that coffee cake? That smells good enough to stop traffic.
Really? Thanks for saying so. We just finished baking it. Here it is.
Wow, it looks better than it smells. Did you make this, Miss Clarabelle Kersey, I presume? I've come to talk to you about coffee supplies.
Not bad, Arthur.
See, that is called the
well-judged
pill in the
compliment
apple
can work
method.
Wonders. But some clients don't like them. Now do you see why doing your research on the customer is so
Yeah,
important?
if they're full on professional,
Yes,
it's not going to work.
I knew you liked baking cakes, so I could mention it, but it's only a small thing from your private life.
Precisely. Everything can be useful during negotiations.
Oh, God. Wow. All right, let's try a compliment.
Good morning. I've come to talk about supplying our coffee to you, but if I'm going to talk about coffee with such a lovely lady,
Okay,
it
hold
will
the
have to be
friggin'
over
phone,
for
buddy.
coffee.
Oh dear, Arthur. Complimenting
Yeah,
my appearance
no.
or flirting with me really isn't a good idea in a business context.
Yeah, I just
I
had
know
to
you
double
meant
check
to be
to
nice,
be sure.
but someone else might take it differently. Very differently.
All right. Let's try going straight forward.
Good morning. As we agreed, I've prepared a contract to supply classic standard coffee. Would you like to go over the details?
That's not too bad, but clients don't always want to get right down to business. It's worth creating a friendly atmosphere.
Yeah, so
and
her
demonstrating
approach
goodwill.
was to be friendly.
You want to try?
That does match up with her profile.
Friendly and goodwill. That's me.
Well, that botched.
Can we move on to establishing the terms of the agreement? What does a contract like this look like?
Here's a standard contract. Here, look.
All right. Oh, look at all that reading. Product unit price. Pay attention to how costs and the generated profit change or on different price settings. Revenue. God. Maximum variance. Production costs at 6970. Production costs optimized 56 grand. Profits. Okay. You can freely set the price by moving the slider. If you set the price too high, the customer will reject it. After setting the price, select Make Offer. Yeah, no. Let's push it till it hits normal. Let's try that.
Good. That looks acceptable. Be prepared that the client will want to renegotiate the terms here. Assume that they're going to ask for a price lower by this percentage. How are you going to persuade me your offer is already attractive enough?
Oh, now we're talking my business. Emphasize the low cost of coffee per pack, a silly money tactic. Agree to lower the price if they order more. You are gullible, I recall that. So, I'm gonna say... silly money. Oh, okay. After the initial offer, price negotiations begin. The customer responds with a counter offer, asking for a specific price reduction. The current discount mentioned during the negotiations is always displayed here. Try to choose phrases and negotiation techniques that the price discount as low, so that the price discount is as low as possible, and therefore the price unit per unit as high as possible. Continue. I will use this one.
Look at the unit cost, though. It's already ridiculously low. For an initial contract, the terms are really excellent.
Is that falsifying?
Using this technique is a good idea.
Yeah, I was
Avoid
gonna
using
say.
words like ridiculous, though. You'll often have to calculate exactly what you can concede or what else you can do to close the deal and still make money.
There's a lot of no-no words you can avoid.
You want a lower unit cost. We can do that, but only under certain conditions.
Such as?
We can do it if you order 3 times this
times!
amount, or if you extend the period of the agreements. That's the only way it's worthwhile
That's
for us.
strong-arming, and I don't appreciate
Those
that.
are pretty steep demands.
Perhaps it's better to consider the initial price again.
I feel a little backed up against a wall. I don't feel like
Yeah,
you're treating me like an equal partner.
I don't like doing that.
The tactic can be effective, but it's risky. They might see you as being rude, and you'll lose the chance of further contacts.
That's only usable on, say, a person who's desperate. Like, if you know that you have the quality product they want, and there's a good chance that they don't have any other options, like price-wise, maybe that would work. But otherwise, you cannot push people like that if you don't want them to feel like, they are being pushed. They will feel it.
Let's look at the price in relation to quality. Everything about our coffee's top drawer. Taste, aroma, and certification. Coffee like that at a price like this is a real bargain.
Let's assume I will agree for such discount. Every supplier claims his or her coffee is the best.
Ooh.
How are you going to support your claims so they don't come across like empty boasts?
Yeah.
Some facts and figures to prove that this discount is a sensible bargain.
There you go, Arthur. That's how you support your credibility and generate client trust. But it would be better if you actually knew some data. For a first go at negotiating, that went pretty well. Let's say I'll sign the contract, but I have one more proposal. The first month's batch for lower price. Agreed?
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, call it a goodwill agreement. For the first month, I don't mind losing that money.
Okay, it's a reasonably big order, so I guess we can do that.
The client is sure to be happy, but does it still pay for you? Conceding too easily to surprise conditions can cost you a lot.
Oh, come on.
Okay, you've got me there. I'll remember that.
I think that covers everything. Now it's time to put it into
That's what I get for
practice,
being a good guy.
both as a business person and a negotiator. Make sure you swat up on the materials and look at this week's tasks.
Thank you. I'm sure it will all prove helpful in this investigation and in finding your father. See you soon, Clarabelle.
Thanks, Arthur. It means a lot to me. Now it's up to you, and I think
This
you're the
tutorial
last
has
hope
taken
I've
about
got.
20 to 30 minutes. I do apologize. Okay. Oh, God. We kind of botched that. When the customer agrees to the arrangements, he or she signs the contract. You can still review the terms and finally decide if you want to sign, or try it again to negotiate better terms. I want to get on with my life. Let's sign. Oh, one more thing. Done.
I should sum up what happened after that meeting.
Oh, for God's sake, I've skipped something important. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Ooh, hoo, 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 this is swinging. A new part of the story has been discovered. Click on the comic icon to see a fragment of the story and get clues for the investigation board. Viewing the comic is required to proceed to the next turn. Oh, thank God it's turn-based. After the last conversation, a new part of the story was discovered. Click on the file icon. Alright, let's have a look-see. Oh, here we go again.
Someone important lives here. That's what the Kersey home seemed to be saying. This is where the investigation begins. Walking in, Clarabelle hugged herself. From the cold, cute.
Arthur, you need to read the room, man. She's a tragic dame, sure, but it don't mean you can just hit on her right then and there.
Clarabelle only slept here, though.
No, she looks like
After
a
her
Wendy's.
mother's death, she was taken in by Joseph Van Haven, her father's friend,
Mm-hmm.
who treated her like his own daughter. His wife tried. Mostly, though, she left her to the housekeeper, Mrs. Fink.
I see.
Why did the Van Havens raise the Kersey kid? A friendly favor? Guilt.
Okay, that's an odd suspicion to throw, but alright.
The servant greeted Clarabelle with a stack of unopened letters. She stuffed them into her bag and went inside. A lot to catch up, I joked. Clarabelle explained that she no longer lives in the residence with her beloved.
Aha, now you have a reason to back off, Arthur. Ooh,
I asked for a
whoa.
family photo of the Kerseys. There was an exotic-looking guy in the midst of a sea of pale Brits.
Mr. Gabriel. Whoa, where are you from, pal? The peak lapels don't exactly strike me as the hero type.
Mr. Gabriel was an artist who taught Clarabelle to draw. He looked pretty stiff, probably trying to avoid her dreamy eyes.
Or, pose like Keanu Reeves. That could also work. Wait, who takes Polaroid photos in 2021?
In the living room, among many works of art, a spot after a taken-down painting drew my attention. It was a peculiar view. Clarabelle told me the painting belonged to her mother. One day, Richard simply packed it up and took it to Joseph.
Interesting.
Did he want to sell it? Hide it? I didn't get a chance to ask. Clarabelle answered an urgent call, and apologizing, left in a hurry.
I see. Not really, but
I went to gather my thoughts. Catherine's death, Richard's disappearance, the unusual arrangements with the Van Havens, that picture.
I don't think that picture is all that important, but okay.
Clarabelle was right. A detective was needed here. But I have my own reason for this. To get Catherine's killer.
To get Catherine's killer. I'm Gregory Peck.
All in good time. The last lead is Richard's disappearance. Perhaps the best-known coffee supplier in London.
And we're next if we're not careful.
I'll start by entering into his world. That means turning into a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
My first customer will be Richard's old friend and Clarabelle's ward, Joseph Van Haven.
Mr. Van Haven?
Clarabelle gave me his address and phone number. He's an old, experienced trader. I'd better prepare thoroughly.
All right. 1 hour in, we are finally making some headway.
I need to check the investigation board.
Thanks to your actions, you have managed to gather new clues. More materials appeared on the investigation board. Review the available information and try to link the facts. New contractor, Joseph Van Haven, available in sales. As you learn a new part of the story, you gain new clues and information in your investigation. Click here to open the investigation menu.
Now I need to set the new clues and data on the board.
Here you collect and analyze all clues and information about the investigation. Try to familiarize yourself with each gathered clue and its description. The collected information will help you rebuild the course of events and discover the whole story. Every time you get a new clue or information as part of your actions, they will flash in the right corner tray. Click here to transfer them to the main board. Click on the clue to view the details. Key observations always contain a few marked details. It's worth analyzing them. Some of the clues can be combined with the others. By associating facts, you can obtain new conclusions and thoughts regarding the investigation. New people you learn about appear in this tray. Click to move them to the board. Wait, why am I a suspect here? There's a lot of people. Wow. This exclamation mark next to the photo indicates a unread information. Oh my god, why are there so many characters? New information, yada yada. Okay. Clicking on the photo, given character will display a description. Okay. To organize the information collected so far in a graph, see all connections. Click on the Take All button. Analyze events and information and how they relate to each other. To complete the investigation, you must discover the entire graph. Check out the current tests on to-do list. Click to view. God, let me, please. A contact has been made with a new customer. New tasks are available. Espresso. All right. Wait, so I didn't need the tutorial then if we're going to be doing this. Okay. Since the new contract has now been signed, the product is sold after the price has gone up. Pay attention to the condition of the coffee in stock. Always make sure you have a stock of coffee for the next delivery, or keep producing it just in time. By delivering a full order, you will immediately receive this amount in your account. It's your revenue. The real profit for this batch is made after deductions, after deducting the previously incurred production costs. The music is getting rather loud. You have enough product in stock. You can send them the order now. Joseph Van Haven is a new customer interested in an offer. To meet him, you must make some preparations. Each customer reports a demand for a specific brand of coffee with a certain level of quality. To be able to attend a meeting, you must first start producing the coffee that the customer wants to buy. To meet with the client, additional conditions must be met, as listed below. Click here to open production section. Whoa! Okay, talk about a switchboard. This section sets the volume of coffee production for a given week. The console allows you to accurately... I'm not reading all this, so let me just read it personally. Okay. Espresso Standard has been created on the basis of Arabica and Robusto. Therefore, it has a distinctive, characteristic taste. Thank you! Thank you, gentlemen! God. Espresso coffee has been created on the basis of Arabica and Robusta. Therefore, it has a distinctive characteristic trait and rich aroma thanks to everything thanks to traditional roasting methods. Kindly, boys, I'm trying to talk here. Dedicated to those who appreciate a balanced aroma, flavor, and strength of coffee. Set your production volume to 16 units to have a product that your customer will buy in the coming week. 16. Pay attention to whether you have... Good lord. I can't get out of this menu right now. Hold on, I'm gonna do this manually. Damn it, the music just ended. Pay attention to whether you have enough goods or for the next delivery, or in accordance with the signed contract. The batch will go to the warehouse next week. You'll need to set up production in advance to have stock. The total cost of value will be deducted from your cash amount at the end of the current week. Pay attention to the average cost. By producing more, it is lowering in the long run. It is lower in the long run, and it pays off to produce more and sell your stocks. Current production volume will go to the warehouse in the coming week if your employees have taken care of everything. Click here to open management. Yes. In this section, you manage the work of your employees by assigning them the tasks and the time they are to spend on them. The main thing is not to neglect tasks that are particularly important for our company, but be careful of forcing your employees to work overtime. Yeah, I want to avoid that at all costs, please. On the left side, there is a column with the portraits of employees. If you don't have any employees, you can hire them in the HR department. Assignment to tasks is done by dragging the portrait onto the task card. Weekly, one time. Okay, interesting. Launching the production of selected coffee brands requires proper supervision. Assign an employee on this task to ensure that its planned batch is produced properly. A contract management task has appeared. Manage contract, manage production. Provide oversight of delivery to ensure that the agreed batch is delivered without problems. Arranging a meeting and obtaining customer information is required to be able to go to a business meeting to sign a contract. You can modify the amount of hours an employee has to spend on a task in a given week. Some tasks require a certain number of working hours to complete them. Try to keep your employees busy. Assign workers to fill all unfulfilled tasks to meet the minimum on each card. After completing all actions and setting activities in each section of the company for a given week, click the hourglass to go to the next week. These are all the steps of the tutorial presenting the flow of the game. From now on, you're on your own. Thank God. If you forget something, each section has a short tutorial that you can start it by clicking on the question mark in the upper right corner. Go to the meeting with the first client and take care of his operation in the section of the company. And above all, get clues in your investigation. Good luck. I should have done that all off stream. I really should have, but I didn't. Okay. Everybody seems to be fine. Okay. I need... This week, I would like somebody to work on that. Let's see. Save target. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Bob. I need you to stay on top of this. I want... We already have 16, I believe. But I'm going to work on a couple more, just in case. That should be fine. Alright. So do I just cancel out of here? I'm going to double check. Yes. Investigation.
Now I need to set the new clues and data on the board.
Uh-huh. Overdue?
No. This one.
Oh, you only have a limited amount of attempts. Okay. Clues connected. There's a lot of reading I'm gonna need to do. Gabriel Caceres. Yeah. But what do? You don't look like exactly the nice kind of character type. But I've never heard of him again. So we don't know what's going on with him. Close friend like Van Haven is going to have a lot of insight into the man we now know is deceased. Semi-automatic Glock bullets. Semi-automatic Glock bullets? Semi-automatic Glock bullets. Glock bullets? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Richard. Let's see. Quick. He's a businessman, obsessed with getting things done. A workaholic. Gonna leave it at... Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my god. So sorry. Okay. I think I fixed it. I think. Sure. Let's say we did. Okay. You, Catherine. Who are you? Henry Kersey. Uh-huh, we have a vagabond brother. I see. So you are the prodigal son. Alright, we're gonna get out of here before we keep reading. Sales. Okay. That's alright. Demands and charts. We've sent that. That's our revenue. Management is done. To-do list. Set up a business meeting with Joseph Van Haven. We will do that next week. Story pages. Finances. We are doing fine. I think we're good. We have more than enough stock. Oh, we don't. Are we producing? We are, actually. So let's go ahead and meet that. And let's see. Are we? Yes, we are managing production of both. So we're going to spend a week fixing everything. Have I missed anything? Probably. But let's finish off this week.
Have I assigned all the tasks properly?
What? Okay, actually no. Can I actually multiply? Oh, I can. That's not good. Hold on. Stop, please. What did I do? There. Okay. Who wants to work overtime? Nobody. I can tell that much. Okay. So if I can actually push it, I'm going to have you, my friend, Brant, work on both of these because you have the time. I want you to fix that up. What weekly results? You are working overtime now. No bueno. I don't want you... Yeah, I don't want it to be half-assed. I want this to be done with a decent head on your shoulders, please. And I will consider... Actually, do I have... Where is my HR thingamabob? There it is. I would like to hire one more. Dorian Kingsley. Dolores Nan. Okay, I need somebody... Lead acquisition, product management. What would this... Okay. Lead acquisition and due diligence. You can increase... what the hell is... Whatever. Okay, we're gonna grab one more person just because I feel like I don't have enough people. Danica's okay. Product management. Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah. Let's go ahead and hire Stacy. Hold on. Do I actually need to? Business analyst, so he's a good... Okay, what if I got right now? Bernadette got him. She is in production management. Okay, I want to see... Okay, everybody has a limit of 40 hours a week that they can do safely. So, who is Bernadette? Bernadette is production management. Bob is post-sale. Brent Matthews is lead acquisition. So I need him. I'm going to actually get rid of that. Reassignment. Oh, okay. It's above them. Okay, so Bernadette, you are staying there. Post-sale, I will put Bob on that. Brent is going to find out information about our client. We're going to hire one more phone person. And then... Actually, no, we do need to expand our workforce, but... Yeah. Just in case... Yeah, we can just wait 1 week. Or can we? Who's our other phone person? It's just Stacy? Okay. Do we have the money? Finances. We're currently at 55 grand. We have one client that is taking 71, that is giving us 71 grand. And this new person potentially would want to work 1,500. When everybody else is already working 12, 24, 36. That would be an increase. That'd be half of our weekly paycheck. That's not great. Good grief. Okay. And then on top of that, we were producing. Interesting. And storage cost, there is no production cost as far as I can see. So profit, we are working at a deficit. That's great. Cost of products. I'm amazed I can actually read all this. Current debt, we are not in debt at the moment. However, we're working at a deficit right now. So gonna go ahead. Yes.
Have I assigned all the tasks properly?
Okay, second week.
So, what's going on in this company?
You've found valuable information. He's recently become a father of a lovely little daughter. Congrats. The information could be used during conversations. All right. Okay. We are still working at a deficit, and we've gone down as well. Where are we? Employee salaries, cost of products. Yes, we have not done well in terms of that. I will agree.
I think that's all I've got for now. Let's see if there are any connections.
We no longer need... Is this monthly? Is this a monthly contract here?
Someone placed an order. The deal isn't great, but it's a chance for some extra cash.
Let's see. An independent customer has placed a one-time delivery order for espresso standard coffee. We barely have any. I need that for Joseph, man. When? quantity per week, 6. Sent. Okay. We've got quite a bit actually. We need 16 units, so we can make some for next week. Okay. In stock 16, perfection. Gonna deliver that. Deliver that. And we are going... Okay, so they're constantly on this. We can still continue to enhance this. But we need more help. Alright. We're going to... Because we now have a client that wants 16 and we want 6 for 2 running weeks, I think. We need... So we have 10 in stock. They're going to want another 6. Plus, we need 2 more, so we need 18. Good grief. Continue to produce 16. Warehouse is doing fine. Their production costs are abysmal. Let's hire some more people just to make sure everything's going okay. Let's see. Yeah, because I need to... This one needs 32. This needs 40. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hire one more person. This is risky.
You're hired.
Welcome to the
aboard.
job. And I'm going to assign Stacy to this. And Brent to that. That way we have everything squared away. We are working at a massive deficit, but our sales have been taken care of. We are actually working at a profit now. Very nice. So we're going to be producing 18. I don't think I need to. That if that's a one-time deal, it's a one-time deal, and that's fine. I can just go ahead and wait. Can I actually? I cannot make that. Okay. Okay. I will save. Oh. Oh, Joe 1. Actually, we are not saves coming. There. Good lord. The time flies when you're having fun, sort of. Okay.
I think that's all I've got for now. Let's see if there are any connections.
Don't think there's anything I can do with this. Let's set up that deal and head out to the next week. I think that's pretty much all we can do. We are working at a profit this week, so that's good. Not much of a profit, but at least we're breaking.
So, what do I have to deal with this week?
The warehouse is almost full. Gotcha. So we can stop producing this week. He studied at the London School of Economics. Okay, where... Oh my god! No. 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 Oh my god, that's bad. That's really bad. That means we cannot produce the stock we need. Deliver that order. Does that actually... Yes, the warehouse has gone down. That's good. So we are going to continue building that. We are going to reduce that espresso. Fine and dandy. Can we upgrade anything? Okay, so this is all of our stuff. Good. Cool. Alright. No longer need our phone people. We are going to go ahead and hire one manager. Let's see. Danica Simone. Tony Stanford. Tony.
You're hired.
Welcome to the party.
Aboard.
Okay, once we have a project management issue, we will turn to you. Okay. Do I wait one more week? Well, there's no way we can do anything more, so let's do this. Adjust my necktie, that's totally loose. And let's do this. Joseph Van Haven. He was born and raised in Boston and then moved to the United Kingdom. After college, he started work as a purchase and supply specialist in Foxy Hall's company. Joseph has a friendly personality. Conversations with him are usually full of stories and digressions, even this one from private life. He hates corporate jargon and too professional. That was English. He hates corporate jargon and too professional, pompous approach, which makes him really upset. Okay, so you, my friend, are a conversationalist. You actually engage with your customer. You dislike people that are in the know about business tactics. So I will refrain from using those. He recently became the father. I don't think I want to bring that up because that's like giving away that you did some digging into his past. He studied at the London School of Economics. The London School of Economics. Okay. So he's studied abroad as well. Okay. Oh man. Jeez. Here we go. Say hello.
Good morning, Mr. Van Haven. I'm Arthur Oliver, and I'm representing a new brand of coffee. We're called...
Please don't go on. Let me speak. It's the new Kersey coffee brand. Am I right? Ha! Of course. I heard. Welcome to my humble little business, Mr. Oliver. How can I help you?
Thank you. Can I just say, I think we can help each other, but all in good time. I'm here about the excellent range of Foxy Hills
Okay,
coffees.
this is going well. This is going
that
well.
Your work?
In a word, yes. I buy coffee that I like myself, and it provides me with the cigars which I also like. An ideal arrangement, wouldn't you say?
I see. He's a man who enjoys
I would
his
agree.
life.
If your premium range included our classic strong black coffee, espresso standard. At the right price, of course.
Okay, that
After
was
all,
business
we
tactics.
wouldn't
What
want
the hell's
to go
wrong with you?
without good cigars.
You've got me there.
Okay. So far, so
Cigars are
good.
my weakness, but it stays in the office. My wife, you know, she doesn't like the smell. But let's get back to the coffee. I interrupted you. Please, go on.
Okay, he likes us. He likes us. This is our only option.
Nice photo. From your student days?
Yes. Being young is wonderful when the world is your oyster.
You speak as if it's over.
What? You mean I
Hold on.
don't?
It shows. And the man next to you, isn't that Richard Kersey?
The very same.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
my
I do
best
have to do
friend
some
at
digging.
University and since. And these are our charming wives. Actually, our fiancés then. Catherine Seeger and Amanda Okote.
You look a close bunch.
We were then.
Oh, sorry
but
about that, sir.
life writes strange scenarios. The best of friends can fall out over the silliest things, and other people are worth forgetting.
Sounds like you've been through a
Yeah.
lot.
I guess you're right.
I keep the picture to remember the good times. Let's return to the here and now. Mr. Oliver, things are looking up.
Yeah, this... Okay. This is a dumbass idea.
Congratulations on the birth of your daughter. I hope both
This
the mother
is
and baby
this is
are
a
doing
dumbass
well.
idea.
Ah, thank you.
Oh,
Both in good
it
health
worked.
and so similar. I tell you, they look like sisters. It's amazing how a person passes on their genes and then watches as they live
Yeah,
their own
just shoot.
life.
Shoot the shit.
It seems you're enjoying your new
Worry
role.
about business after you butter them up.
Not at first, but it's getting better and better. Despite my super condition, I'm not as young as I was, and the little one demands so much attention, just like our business. Let's get down to it, shall we?
Okay. I actually do want to double check up with you about how you've worked with these people.
Foxy Hills must keep you pretty busy.
Perhaps, but I like my work. You know, contact with people, things are always changing. It's true my wife moans a bit that I could help with the little one more, but those nappies. I don't know, it's not for me. I handle a cigar far better.
All right. Do I really want to talk to him about studying in London?
I heard you graduated from the London School of Economics.
Ah, good times.
Yeah,
Young,
the old
confident,
days.
Sure of yourself. It was tough at times, but what do you expect from the best academy in the country? We shared a room in the dorms
Okay,
with
he's
Richard.
boastful.
Soon after, I met Amanda, my wife.
Ah,
Richard's
that's
future wife
important.
introduced us. Then everything started falling into place. Obviously, only up till the Kersey's tragedy, which hit me and my wife hard. That's the past, though. There's nothing there for us now. Let's move on.
The acting is not helping my, No. Loosely.
We're new on the market, but we have a lot of experience in the field. We have a unique variety of coffee, trusted suppliers, and top quality equipment. We offer excellent quality at a good price.
Wait.
Miss Clarabelle has already dealt with us, and she's sure not to sell you a pup.
That's great.
That worked, yeah.
Quality is my top priority, and that's what I taught Clarabelle, so it's a recommendation of sorts. And if we're talking about quality, my wife bought me a cigar not long ago. Came in a carved wooden box, well-known brand, and the aroma, aromatic tobacco like from the top drawer.
Oof, oof.
Like it got chucked in there by accident?
Precisely, it was filthy. After smoking it, I felt so nauseous, I spat it into the bin. I opened all the office windows and even had to use air freshener, so it's best if we both assess the quality. It's hard to find these days.
Keep listening. This is a conversation, mi amigo.
I used to be interested in the effect of different cultures on negotiations.
This actually happened to me
In
very
Japan,
recently,
there is a
too.
need for distance. Don't even dare to look someone in the eye. It's even harder with the Swedes. They're so serious. Oh, this is a good one. Do you know the difference between an introvert Finn and an extrovert one?
I really have no idea.
The first, throughout the whole conversation, looks at his shoes. The second looks at yours.
Ooh.
It's a good one, isn't it?
There we go.
Well, you can learn so much from visiting a client. But anyway, to get back to the aim of my visit, can we
Rope
discuss
it
the
in.
deal?
Walk it back in.
But of
There we
course,
go.
I was rambling. But you have to admit, it's a fascinating aspect of business.
All right. He's all buttered up. Let's see here. Ooh, hoo, hoo. We could really take him for something, but I don't want to push it too much.
Your proposal exceeds my current capabilities. I suggest we cut the delivery charges, or just lower the product cost to compensate them. The price on the contract will then be lower by this percentage. That's a sensible concession, and I really can't offer any more than that.
Oh my god. Okay, now I have to seriously think about this. No. Okay. So, false Batna? What the hell is Batna? Anyway, suggest that Joseph is not only one. No. That's a sales tactic. If he's a salesman, he knows that. Pretend you don't know much about negotiating, gain sympathy. That... pretend is the key word there, but it could work. Talk about the problems of a beginner salesperson. He would... Damn, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 would work. How well is up in the air. Tactic of complimenting. Pretend you don't know much about negotiating to gain sympathy. You are young, yes. Talk about the problems of a beginner salesperson. Mention Joseph's youth. He has gone a lot about his past, so I think that's going to be my best angle.
That's too high a price for such a new company like mine, Mr. Van Haven. The market is saturated, and that's why
I don't think he's
going to
go for it, though.
Quality, not price. When you were starting out, would you have agreed to these terms?
Unfortunately,
yeah,
yes,
I knew
would.
it.
My first contract was a disaster, but I thought that was the way it was. It's difficult at the beginning, but don't lose heart. Solid arguments can soften the heart of even the hardest businessmen. Do you have any?
Oh my God. Complain. These are bad options. I chose the wrong option here. Refuse to reduce the price. Oh, jeez. No, this is business tactics up here. This down here is being human.
Of course. Above all, our quality. I already agreed to such unfavorable terms just to get someone to even talk to me. But we've got some problems with liquidity at the moment. It often happens with new businesses, often not through their own fault.
Ah, well, I see. Thanks for your honesty, Mr. Oliver. Do be careful who you share information about your company with, though, especially among those in the branch. So then, what would you say to this offer?
That is... Wait. I like that. I'm a salesman. Okay. What would you say to that? Refer to your limited decision-making capacity. I am the manager. This is my contract here. I'm not going to falsify that. Propose a reduction in delivery charges of 6%. You know what? Good faith. Good friggin' faith.
You're a really tough bargainer. Okay, I'll agree to a small reduction. What would you say to this discount?
Okay.
Oh my God.
I agree. You worked me hard, but I think
Oh
the
my
prospects
God.
for collaboration look interesting. Let's sum up what we've established
That's
and
amazing.
sign the forms.
Woo! Now that is how you do it. That is how you snake your way into somebody's heart. Okay. Now that we've got all the nonsense stuff.
I should sum up what happened after that meeting.
Now that we've gotten through all the tutorials, this is actually really exciting. Okay. Let's deliver that. Okay, we have to do more production. We just need 4 for this next week. And let's have a look. Okay, we now need... Oh, jeez. Okay. You're overworked. That's not gonna work. I'm going to give it I'm gonna give it to Tony. Why not? And then we will be good for this week. We are now operating at a decent profit. Costs have gone up, unfortunately.
I think that's all I've got for now. Let's see if there are any connections.
Nothing whatsoever. What have we got so far in our investigation? Okay.
I think that's all I've got for now.
There are no
Let's see if there
connections
are any
between gathered
connections.
clues. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all we can do. Because I don't see any... Okay. Alright. We've hired too many people, unfortunately. And not enough work to go around. So, let's see. Aha! Let's watch, kiddos.
Van Haven's a good businessman. He welcomed me like an old friend and led me past the pictures. Clients were supposed to see signs of Joseph's education and worth. But me? I spotted a young, cocky Richard with my Catherine. She had no idea what she had coming. The other woman was Amanda Van Haven. It must have been through their being two young married couples at the same time that Richard and Joseph became such close buddies.
Makes a lot of sense.
Joseph watched as I examined the photos. He smiled, apparently at the memories.
I should have done
He
this
played
before I
scene out
connected.
hundreds of
Whoops.
times. He told the story of what a close bunch they were, until the girls fell out over a trifle. What trifle?
Really?
It's not even worth mentioning, nor anyone else, he added. Was he talking about the third woman in the picture?
There may have been a love triangle.
It puzzled me. Catherine never mentioned a conflict with Joseph's wife, Amanda Van Haven. And I never asked. I was, too busy falling in love with Kat.
Right.
What trifle broke their long-term friendship? I wanted to ask after the negotiations.
Okay, so we now have a new suspect.
The telephone interrupted us. The call was from George McFowle with an urgent matter. Joseph chuckled. Another golden opportunity. And lifted the receiver. He pointed to his watch. It looked like it was going to be a long call. I nodded, gestured I'd give him a call, and left.
Okay.
It wasn't a good meeting. Van Haven kept talking right over me. On purpose?
No, that's
Or
just how he
was
was.
taking pity on me? Am I really that bad a salesperson?
That
Regardless,
bad a salesperson. Mi amigo, we took him for 6% discount.
he didn't tell me anything new about
I mean, sure, I
Richard's
didn't push him on the
disappearance.
price, but
At least he bought some coffee, though. Still, he
I don't
seemed
know.
too cheerful to me as for someone whose close friend had gone missing recently. Or maybe they were friends in the past tense, just as he worded it by chance during our talk.
Maybe I should try pushing hard on the next guy.
One more thing was still troubling me. That missing painting from the Kersey's living room.
Yeah, I guess that's troubling, but what's the
Did
connection?
its disappearance have anything to do with the case? And why did Richard take it to Joseph?
Maybe it was a parting gift?
Clarabelle might know the answers. I rang and asked her.
All right.
She thought the painting was a memento from the founder of the family, Shallard Kersey, 18th century.
Oh. Wait, why then would he... Unless he sold it to
Why
him.
did it get sent to Joseph? She didn't know.
Maybe. Van Haven, let's have a talk with you.
So back to Van Haven. I called, pretending to be the Kersey's lawyer.
Are you joking
Mr.
me?
Van Haven, I've been instructed by Clarabelle Kersey to draw up
You're
an
trying to
inventory of
imitate
the
something over the
family's works of
phone?
art. He bought it, so I asked. If he still had Richard's painting, he muttered something about calling back and hung up. Why?
Ooh.
Joseph's reaction suggested the painting was a good lead. I need to check it out discreetly.
I see, okay.
I'm curious about the other blonde in the photo. Why did the jovial Van Haven avoid mentioning her? Perhaps I'd get to ask her soon myself. Case closed for today. Time to get my head round the supplies for the new contract. I need to check the investigation board.
Yeah.
This is a good lead, but the information may cost me a lot.
Your actions have directed you to a feature character who can provide you with new information. Need $5,000 for that. You can go to a meeting immediately or later in this chapter. This conversation is necessary to move on to the next storyline thread. Well, how much have I got? Oh, God. Oh, no, wait, I got money. Sure. Let's have a quick chat, you and I. I should have researched you. Whoops. Let's be professional.
Good morning, Mrs. Fink.
Good day, Mr. Oliver.
I'm very grateful you found time to meet me today.
Well, it wasn't easy. But I also have a fish to fry here.
Excellent. Let's get down to brass tacks then.
By all means.
Yes, she's professional. Let's be forthright.
You've been in your boss's office on occasion, haven't you?
Of course. I go wherever I might be needed, Mr. Oliver.
No doubt. Anyway, in Joseph's...
Mr. Van Haven's?
Yeah, that's...
Yes, of course. I saw the photograph from his graduation there. You know the one.
Perhaps.
She has multiple
several people.
images.
I recognize them all but one. Icy blonde. Mr. Van Haven didn't want to speak about her. Why?
I'm not surprised. It's Britt Damoltfist. I have nothing to say about that woman.
Aha.
So you know her.
There's some animosity here.
Only from the photo, like you. That's all.
That's not exactly. How long have you worked for the Van Havens?
How long have you worked for the Van Havens?
I do not work for them, Mr. Oliver. I run the house.
Shit.
Okay. I like my work too. How long have you assisted the Van Havens?
In 1 month, it will be 19 years.
Wow.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, what I said.
Not really. I simply do what is required of me.
Okay, this is a minefield.
Reliably and discreetly.
I should have researched this meeting.
Just so.
And yet you agreed to meet me and divulge the family secrets. Why?
I have my reasons. And any secrets I might tell you. They pose no threat to the Van Havens.
Very well. I'd like to talk to you about Clarabelle.
You looked after the Kersey's daughter, didn't you?
I did. I don't have children, but I stood in for her mother as best I could.
I'm sure you did. Clarabelle impressed me a great deal.
I'm pleased to hear it. She's a good girl, if a little scatterbrained.
You can understand, losing Mother at such a young age.
You too. People are too gentle with her. Miss Kersey was raised in conditions that many children could only dream of.
So she wanted for nothing.
Nothing at all.
I see. Well, let's talk about Amanda and Catherine.
I know Richard Kersey and Mr. Van Haven were friends.
Maybe they were once.
Oh.
But their wives? Did Catherine Kersey and Amanda Van Haven get on well?
Them? I think they tried to maintain a level of decorum, in spite of everything.
Was there any conflict between them?
Nothing they ever mentioned. But before Kersey disappeared, there was that strange incident with the picture.
That would be the art piece.
Picture?
Oh, forgive me. I was miles away. I worry an awful lot about how terribly expensive everything is getting. This damn government should be run out of
There's
office.
a chance to get on our good
Don't
side.
you agree?
Financially, I don't think you should have anything to worry about.
Not with $5,000 in your pocket, no.
Very well. Shortly after his wife's death, Kersey brought Mr. Van Haven a picture. It was purportedly a family heirloom. Priceless.
That's right, he was in debt.
Interesting. What happened?
Kersey was afraid of something. He asked for the painting to be looked after.
Oh.
Mr. Van Haven agreed at first. But then, you know how it is.
No. How is it?
Ow.
Just think about it. Her husband never liked art.
Oh.
Then, all of a sudden, there's an enormous painting hanging in the living room. He suddenly got interested in interior design. You understand?
Yeah, you
Mrs.
can't
Van
have
Haven
anything
is
from
a
the wifey.
smart woman. She was suspicious from the get-go.
I presume Mr. Haven didn't stand a chance.
Men never do, Mr. Oliver. He admitted he was only looking after the painting as a favour to Kersey. And when he mentioned what it was worth, and that it belonged to Catherine...
Poor guy.
Yikes.
Well, Mrs. Van Haven was furious. You could see that such an ostentatious reminder of a dead woman upset her. She ordered her husband to get rid of it immediately.
Yikes.
Immediately.
All right, so what happened to the painting?
So what became of the painting?
First, Mr. Van Haven tried to return it, but Kersey wouldn't hear of it. He said that, after Catherine's death, he couldn't have the painting in the house.
But Mr. Van Haven had to listen to his wife, didn't he?
He did, and the painting disappeared. I don't know what became of it.
Mrs. Fink, you're priceless.
It would be rude to deny.
So let's turn the conversation around. Is there something you want to talk about?
Mrs. Fink, is there anything else you want to tell me about? A clue or a piece of evidence?
I feel like we
that
screwed
might
that
help
up.
crack the Kersey case?
There is something, but the information will cost you.
How
I'm ready
much?
for that.
That photo you saw in Mr. Van Haven's office, or rather, its print.
Go on.
What do you mean?
This is it. Do you know whose face has been scraped off it?
Wait. That's Catherine Kersey, isn't it? Signed
So Cat-
Viper.
Huh?
Precisely.
What do we know about
Where did you get it?
Cat?
From Mrs. Van Haven's personal album. She thinks she lost it, but won't ask the staff, of course. Keeping a photo like that would be a little strange, to say
That-
the least.
Definitely puts her in the red.
You mention it might cost me. How much for the photo?
That's why I met you. I want this much for it.
Deal.
That's fine by me, Mrs. Fink. That's a fair price. And if it leads me to Kersey, it will even be a noble act.
Do you have any idea how much I paid at the hairdresser's last time? I've had the same style for 20 years, and they tried to rip me off like some naive tourist.
Eesh.
That's scandalous, Mrs. Fink. Allow me to cover the costs of your next visit.
And the colouring? I can't look like I was getting old now.
Of course, the coloring too. Will that do it?
It'll have to. I'm not a beggar, Mr. Oliver.
It never crossed my mind, Mrs. Fink.
Good luck, Mr. Oliver. That is all I have for you. Farewell.
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
I need to check the investigation board. This is a good lead, but the information may cost me a lot.
Yes, I will do that later. And there's no way I can look him up. Good. Okay, cool. All right.
Now I need to set the new clues and data on the board.
Okay. Wow. That's bad. Okay, so there's plenty of stuff I need to be doing, but I have to go to bed, get dressed for tomorrow, and face my work like a damn gentleman should. This was a pain. This was a pain in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie there. So, to the VOD watchers out there, thank you for putting up with it. I think I'm gonna timestamp when the tutorial finally ends and be done with it there. But this is actually okay. This was what I thought was gonna be ending up as a one-off, but I'll probably do this every other week. That seems fair. Because I've got way too much on my plate as it is. So, as always, take care of yourself, because you're no good to anybody dead. Take it from me, supposedly a dead guy. Bye-bye.